welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the University Alliance Cup season number 3. My name is Yusuke, and I'm pointing the wrong direction, am I? I'm joined by Mochi for today's games. Today is going to be our second game of the losers bracket, and this actually features all of our fellow collegiate players in Valorant. They are competing to raise the campus torch, and of course, there's a prize pool of over 150,000 pesos. And of
Nice.
course, these teams have the right to call themselves campus kings slash queens. Gotta give it up to some of our female players as well. We have a couple of
Yep.
female players in Division B, so shout out to y'all. But now it is gonna be an important matchup. It's gonna be the love team. And guys, hindi ko alam bakit love team. Rectecano
It's
po.
cute though.
Pangalan nyo, mga kaibigan. Animo Lasal. I think they took Live Jesus in their hearts a little bit too literally on this one. But I'll give them the pass kasi Lasaliana din ako. They're gonna be going up against Pylon
That's
Esports
cute.
Diorum. So yeah, I mean Practicano against Pylon Esports. It is cute. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
the first time I've ever seen a team brand themselves as Love Team. I hope it's all
Yeah.
one love that they'll be spreading for today's matchup. So yeah, I really love
Nice.
how we have a lot of featured Lasallian teams in AcadArena. I think it's not only limited to University of St. Lasal Bacolod. Obviously, we have DLSU, we also have Benilde, and I think we also have DLSL. I think if the acronym is correct,
Mm-hmm.
Ignis. I think the Kings of COD-M. So yeah, let's see how it
Ooh.
goes. And we do see PUP also, new entrance into our fellow team here into Division B. And really excited to see this matchup. Earlier, we did have the games happen over at Ascent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to see what we're going to be playing as in our next game. I see a couple of familiar faces already in our lineup.
Yep.
So really excited to see how they will be moving forward on this. But Mochi, I think we are going to be bringing up our fellow player cameras. And again, kitang-kita sino ang ating
Yep.
mga streamers for
Be
today.
serious. Oh.
Oh, okay. Hindi ako sure kung inform po ang ating pare ko na front cam po yan, hindi po mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Pero ayun, umalis umalis na ng call.
Ang cute eh.
Sige! Sige, pagbigyan natin mga kaibigan. For Pylon, we are gonna be seeing 3 players lang. Fortunately, yun lang yung it's one of the things that we unfortunately have to come across, especially playing online. So really
Mm-hmm.
really want to see an AcadArena LAN event when it is allowed. Hopefully soon. Not
Yeah.
soon, but
Hopefully.
soon. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? When
Yep.
everyone's safe. Because iba yung hype eh. As in, ramdam ko na sa online setting yung mga players, yung mga supporters nila.
Mm-hmm.
What more of it was LAN. Right?
Tsaka iba talaga yung dating pagka nandun ka mismo. It's like looking at your team play for NCAA in a whole um court, like especially sa basketball, at the same time sa you see sa UAAP. So
UAP, yeah.
parang iba talaga yung pakiramdam na nakikita mo na nandun ka, sumisigaw ka, and you're cheering just all your players, like kayang-kaya niyan. Minsan yung iba nagiging violent pa, wag naman sana umabot sa ganun. But still at the same time, it's just a different vibe. And the aura, the atmosphere that you're feeling is just all in for the camaraderie and the support para sa binebetan mo or yung bias mo na team for your alma mater as well. So,
Okay, as a
yeah.
member of the Animo Squad, sobrang ramdam ko yun, sis. Yung,
Mm.
as in, sobrang banat na yung sigaw mo na, Go Lasal! Like, or kung sino man team yung sinusuportahan nyo. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a blast. And, yeah, we are definitely missing the arenas. So, right now, we are
True.
going to be blessed by AcadArena. Speaking of AcadArena, if you guys actually want to participate and be part of the alliance, all you have to do is head over to
Mhm.
acadarena.com/alliance, and you never know. It's a good
Yeah.
initiative if you want to somehow turn your org into hopefully a varsity, because esports is still part of sports. I mean, hello, athletics, it's still
Mhm.
you go through training. I know it's like it's Filipino moms be like, kaka-computer nyo yan. But hey, you can actually make a career out of it now. So, jokes on
Hey!
you, mom. Just kidding. Ilalabas na yung chinelas niya. But
Tuturan.
if y'all been traumatized as a kid because of that gosh
Opo.
darn piece of rubber, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think we actually hear our agent selection screen will be ready in
Mhm.
just a bit. But ooh, look at this Mochi. We're still gonna be back in Ascent. We haven't left.
Ooh,
We're still here.
favorite map. Yeah. And
Dude,
I think
Mochi, do you know how many times Ascent has been used in AcadArena? It's literally the national map of
ilan na?
campus play.
Ako nga, bilang ba
Every
natin yun? Like,
Yeah,
hindi na.
Ascent's been the most played map in AcadArena, if I'm not mistaken. It's literally the
But I wonder
anthem.
how many, kada season. Like, ano kaya yung
I
mga
know.
maps
Alam ko
nila?
may isang team sobrang nauumay na sila sa Ascent eh, kasi puro Ascent yung nakukuha nila na mapa.
Nag-tempo
I'll
sa
try to
kanila.
recall. Yeah, I know. I'll try to recall which team was that ulit. Pero yeah, I mean, look at this. We are going to be heading over to our
Mhm.
agent selection screen, and I think we are seeing a little bit of familiar faces. We do see
Yeah.
the Z's here picking that Sky, so
Jet
it's gonna be
Patchy
a
too.
double initiator. It's gonna be interesting push from Pylon.
Mm-hmm. And for Love Team, I am seeing Reese and
Choose
Sensory.
your agent.
Reese, I remember him or her getting those really good clutch rounds as well with that Killjoy. I don't remember if he also played Killjoy that time, but it's pretty similar from what I recall. But I guess it would be a matter of a matter of double initiator setup and the double duelist setup for both sides of the teams.
Mm-hmm. Considering it's a sentinel, like a lot of the plays are fast-paced, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the skirmishes were to happen over
Mm-hmm.
in mid courtyard because our teams they love to meet each other there. And with that
Yeah.
said, Mochi, it is gonna be Love Team, our fellow Stallions from Bacolod going up against Pilot Diorum Polytechnic University of the Philippines.
Yes, and this is gonna be spicy, like the Bacolod Power or the where is University of St. LaSalle? I mean the Polytechnic University of the Philippines by the main Intramuros pa or hindi? Outside no, Maynila. Pero yeah, you get my point. But
I think wait, give me a second here. Let me
use
just
what?
use my good friend called Googly. Oh wow.
Google
Okay, so we're
noise.
immediately failing geography. Anyways, so yeah, it's set in
I
Manila.
know.
So yeah,
Okay,
another
Manila
fellow friend
talaga.
from the capital at least.
And uy, hi Francis Alegre. Pero yeah, Kang, property tayo just a little bit. And okay, I really remember Jet Patchy and DZ just popping off their last round at the same time. It didn't, um, hindi nagbunga masyado yung kanilang ginawa. But I hope that they could, um, tone up. Hindi naman for this is, but tone up for the last time or what they've done. But I think this might be really chill pala din naman. Like, ever since naman mga umpisang mga rounds, talagang kalmado lang naman lahat. So, pakiramdaman lang din ang mamamayagpag in the first few rounds of a match.
Yeah, medyo testing the waters pa naman here. There's not much back and forth just yet. Except
Mm-hmm.
obviously when everyone's concentrated with the pistol round portion. It is gonna be Zeets with looking over into A main. Will be spotted by the turret, but tamang mamba out lang as they
Yep.
should. It is always better to play safe than sorry, but Mark will be caught by that paranoia all the way here in Cabinet. Really like what the side of our fellow friends in PUP have been doing, and Shiv will
Ooh.
be getting a right click inside the Jet Patchy as well. Getting
Ooh.
that ghost kill onto Z-Twist,
Ayan
trying
na.
to get into heaven. We'll get a quick flick, but unfortunately Pix will be getting
Last
sent
player
with. Oh
standing.
my goodness, 2K for Pix, and training arc is down, and this is gonna be up to Race here.
Flawless.
But unfortunately, it is not
Oh
enough.
my.
Jet Patchy quick on the
Here.
trigger, and a quick plants
Look
and
at
quick
this dude
elimination
dancing.
for the side of Team Pilot Diorum as well.
Look at that dude dancing, just really contented with the first round. Like, yeah, look at this dude. I hope that it prospers. That energy, yeah, keep it, man. But they really started really strong. Mm-hmm. and they just rushed in with no buts. And I think that caught the love team off guard. Really different, or really drastic difference from the matchup you've seen earlier. But yeah, I think they'll still be chill at this point in time. Question mark?
Oh my goodness, Mochi. Question mark nga is going to be our symbol for the day because right now it's just questions flying into the side as to
Ooh,
how and
what?
what force of nature has taken over Pilot Diorum to absolutely just stomp over into B side. It is a clear plan for them. Z Twist na nga
Planted.
natitira. It's gonna be him and Mark against the world as there is going to be 5 attackers
Last
left.
player
It is going to
standing.
be Z Twist
Uh-huh.
down and
Flawless.
Mark medyo hit up sa
Oh.
pag-distract ng owl drone right then and there. And grabe. Usually nakikita ko yun sa mga battle royale sa FPS. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call it a bait. I just call it a tactical distraction. That's a
Tactical distraction.
that's a
Oh,
that's a
what
good
a
title on
way
it.
to put that the bait into a really technical and wonderful sounding,
I know. You gotta
phrase.
you gotta make it gentle to our fellow players, obviously. You want to calm them down. Speaking of calming down, I think we're not going to be seeing any of that from the side of Pilot Bjorn just yet. Z-Twiz playing a similar strategy as that of in the first round will unfortunately not be able to take down that Aldron just then and there. Will be avoiding that guiding light, but Jet Patchy already quick on their feet, gliding into the sides. She said, I'm the airbender. Unfortunately, I will bound down the Fire Lord. Also, it's going to be Shiv getting Z-Twiz on that play with the refrag as well. It is, however, going to be one
Spike
member.
planted.
Not, I was gonna say pick to slow, but that regrowth from Disease really putting in the work here, making sure that his teammate is back to full health. Mark will be getting Shiv all the way here from the
One
doors.
enemy
Training Mark
remaining.
will be getting one right before Mark gets Disease, and it is gonna be Fix left to clutch this round. Will be scanned by that recon ball. Gets one, looking for two more. Has to stop that plant. Braze is sticking it. Unfortunately, he's going back and forth in sense wait
enemy
here.
remaining.
Gets a kill, but it is not
What?
enough to finish the defuse, and Raze's turret will
Wow.
actually finish off the deed for that round. And really loving the action both of these teams have been providing us so far, Mochi. It has been back and forth.
Really great retake from the side of Love Team, knowing that they have the advantage in terms of guns and as well as getting those, the trades has been prevalent in the first seconds of the round ever since Pylon Durham dashed in. But still, they decided to, okay, let's keep it at that with a 4v4. But at the same
Scanning
time,
ahead.
they really surrounded them. They're just like a wave, really tried to get into the side and just put anyone out of there. And if not, then they'll be drowning with that wave. But at the same time, it's really great considering that Pikes try to make it a bit more expensive for the side of the Love Team. But at the same time, I think Love Team still got the really good ball on that round.
Now it is going to be rather a, I wouldn't say push, it's just a slow anticipation now for the side of our fellow love team, who's still spread out on the map, hoping for the side of, well, Pylon to make a move, but they are trying to read the map so far. They want to get information. I mean, they do Shiv on that Sova, but they're not really implementing or throwing anything just yet. It is going to be
30
crossing,
seconds left.
however, the
Mhm.
last two members of their squad here in mid courtyard. But they have to be really, really careful because they will be greeted by a lot of the love team just in a second. Mark will be popping
Ooh.
off
Down A.
that ultimate onto Empress mode. Get one. Looking for a second. Unfortunately, the spray will not connect. The Shiv
10 seconds
gets them
left.
down. There's
Last
about 8
player
seconds left to get that spike down. And right from the back, a
Ooh.
trading arc will be catching Shiv off guard. And back to reset, ladies and gentlemen. 2v2 is our scoreline. And yeah, Mochi, you gotta give it up to the side of Pylon to attempt to make a
Mhm.
crossing here in mid. As I said before the game
Yeah.
started, we are going to be seeing a lot of skirmishes happening in mid, but the opportunity to do so, I mean, it's gotta be up to these two teams if they are going to commit to a mid battle. And it's always scary to cross through mid if you don't have any smokes or a wall. So
True.
commendable for them to try at least.
Mhm. And I think that will force them out for the round at least, and they should try to get some people down somehow. But I guess that will be difficult as he Twist will be getting that kill onto Jet Patchy.
You do hear a couple of bullets flying over in A site after that kill. But oh my goodness, Sensu! Sobrang oh my god, the timing Mochi this game, sometimes it's so unforgivable. You look away at the wrong
Yeah,
moments and that's when you could have
true.
gotten a kill. But you can't hate the players, gotta hate the game. That's how FPS works. Super luck based. We are gonna be hearing from the shadows pop, but oh dear, Raze will be getting
Ooh,
3K
Last player
right
standing.
here in mid, and Sensu with a 3K to
what?
finish off Shiv with a wallbang at that. The Sentinels of Light will be giving us a little preview of what it's like to go to heaven if you were a player in League.
Turret out.
FOMO. Yeah, that's a thing too though with the skills. Like they make it based out of League then. Which is really nice. Ang cute lang ng mga bases na. But anyways, I think Love Team already has their ground on how they could deny the pushes coming from Pylon room. And they're really good in doing so because considering that they let them in,
Seek
but
them out.
somehow they occupy the spaces that are
Found
unfortunately
one.
not being guarded by
You
the
should
side of
run.
Pylon room. So ang nangyayari before they even plant the spike, it's already a -1 for the attacker side. I think they'll be going for a different stance as the lockdown has been put out by their killjoy.
Nowhere to run!
Oh dear, it is gonna be oh my god.
Hmm.
As I say that, Jetpachi will be shot down almost immediately. It was a double lockdown play on there. We usually see that in Spike Rush because there isn't more to try and refill your ult. So really, really nice to see those happening in a normal unrated matchup. And it's just flying bullets! Mochi! I can't hear anything, Mayday!
Enemy remaining.
Oh my god, it is a battlefield happening left and right! If you're wearing
Oh
headphones and you're
my.
on max volume, I am praying for your ears. I personally do not.
Actually,
I
yeah.
cannot. I will not. I shan't not. That was a. Guys, easy lang.
It's just
I
really
mean,
messy.
okay. I mean, it was flying bullets outside of A main. Tas meron pang bullets galing sa loob ng site. And a good job
Uh-huh.
to the defenders for winning, I
Placing
guess.
sentry.
But, alam mo, isang raise out lang yan, isang showstopper. Mananahimik na ang lahat, besh.
True.
Sayang, walang nag-raise.
Yeah.
Pero,
Yeah, well,
my God. As in, wala na akong masabi dun eh. Grabe, tayong bullets.
yeah, to
Magano na
be
lang.
honest,
Mag-meet na lang
parang
kayo pag ganun.
Revealing area.
ayun, kamalakad lang ng dark covers, no? Then the rest, parang sige, paulanan yun ng bala kung nasan man sila. Makala
Oo
na
nga,
sino
hindi mo din
matamaan,
alam
hindi.
kasi porket may bullet tracers, di mo naman mapapansin kung saan yung tao eh. Grabe.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's a new round, a new reset. And it's still our fellow love team leading by 2 points.
Mhm.
However, they are going to be using a member. Sensu is going to be shot down here in market. Possibly play it a little bit tad more aggressive. Gets punished for it. But
Mhm.
it's still relatively a good position for them. They're still quite confident here to hold out the side race na ko ng pick here over
Ooh.
in mid courtyard. It's gonna be really crucial. We are gonna be seeing 3 attackers over from the side of Pylon Yorum making a charge over into A side. They're not aware that Z Twist is waiting in A main. Let's see if that will play a pivotal role later. But right now it is gonna be Mark getting one and Z
One
Twist
enemy
with a
remaining.
second
Ooh.
on
Spike
to
down
that
A.
spray. And good job for him to just wait patiently and Winery
Coming
at
back.
Straining Arc will be finishing that round. 3 points for our love team,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and that's where the good plays I frequently see in Ascent. Like, they always go for the catwalk push. Yes, it is a really common choking point for the Ascent map, but at the same time, if they do so manage to do it, it is really nice. And I guess that is something that we have seen at play currently. And I hope
Get
that
out of
when
my
they
way.
try the same thing, it will play in accordance to their favor. I think that will force the Pylandorian on an eco route, and Z2 is resecuring one really
Spike
fast.
down mid. One enemy remaining.
Grabe. Spike's already been shot down here in mid link, and that's a really, really quick turnaround for Love Team there. Nakakuha sila ng early picks in. Now it is going to be the Z's left all by themselves. And Z-Twist to finish off the
Ooh.
job. And wow. I mean, okay, fine. Relatively, it was their somehow save round. And they did do their best to try and get some picks.
Mhm.
Fortunately, they were decimated early on. So it's a win for Love Team, and then they're sitting comfortably here. But of course, for the side of Pilot Yoram, we are gonna want to push them a bit, Mochi. Like, come on, guys, you need to
Yep.
get a few more points before the half here, just to level out the playing field.
Yeah, they should at least win the most that they could, or if they could, then win the rest of the remaining rounds to equalize everything out. Give, bring it to a reset. But there's still something that they should really look out for, because considering that there should be a different change of behavior, just like what we have
Neutralized.
witnessed there, they're playing this safe now for the side of the Pylon Bureau. And I think they already know, or they already acknowledge the vantage point of what they should.
It is a comfortable spot for Pilot and Diorum here naman, Mochi. They are a full team, and they have B for the taking, and they are going to be capitalizing on it. Sensu waiting for any flank. Fortunately for Training
Mhm.
Art, will be shot down here
Spike planted.
in their spawn. Sensu trying to look for some imaginary targets here in mid courtyard. Please be careful. Are
Yep,
you
try
okay?
for a free fire.
Jet, jet pa.
What?
Alam mo yung masyado kang gigil sa game na lahat na lang pinipre fire mo. Pero,
Okay, calm.
I mean, it's always good to be careful
Last
naman in
player
FPS. I wouldn't be
standing.
surprised. I mean, with that said, ang ganda naman ng double
Oh,
P from side of Pylon, Yorobin. Sensu is just going to play quite passively here for exit frags, and you did see the guiding light, ladies and gentlemen, hindi na blind si Sensu. If you guys didn't know, there's actually a specific range for that. Even Reina's Leer, where the flashes can't actually hit
Shotgun.
you. So if
mhm.
ever you're playing an Icebox and Breeze and you see a flash from 50 miles away, don't worry.
You're
It's
safe.
you're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine.
you good,
Just
G.
close if you
Mm-hmm.
want, just close your eyes in real life if you're, you know, medyo nasistress ka, then go ahead, no one's stopping you. I mean, I personally look away every single time, but regardless. Back
I
into
wasn't sure,
our
yeah.
game. Yeah, Mochi, let's talk about our economy here. Medyo balance
Mm-hmm.
naman siya, but it's still gonna be up to Pylon here. The task at hand to get
Yep.
back the equalize the score.
Yeah, once they win this round, then it could be a really good breakthrough for them. Like, yeah, we could do this. We can somehow try to utilize the scores that we currently have, and they could now carry on for the second half. But
Yeah.
still, at the same time, I think Love Team wouldn't be letting them do that, because from what we are
Mm-hmm.
seeing from Love Team 2, they're really good in standing their grounds in terms of their positionings as well. And I think that is something that we're about to see right now. But oh yeah, once again the timing isn't really right
Oh
in
yeah.
these
Oh
FPS games.
oh
But
oh! Someone's gonna eat for surprise. Training arc. I mean, okay. If I was in their position, I wouldn't expect someone to be right next to me. Feeling ko nagulat din siya dun.
yep,
Promise. That's
it's
It's
a
one of
horror
those.
game.
It's yeah. It's one of those Valorant is a horror game
I've got
type of
your
plays.
trail.
But oh, we are gonna be hearing the Seekers pop out as well. Recombald will be scanning at least two attackers over in Catwalk as the rest of a love team are making their way
Mm-hmm.
downtown to A sites. It is going to be a drop from Mark here. Hindi niya napansin Jetpachi is already inside of the site. It's gonna be three defenders
30
left.
seconds left.
Z-Twiz will be obstructed by the Cloudburst. Good spray from Davis
Spike
to
planted.
get him out of the way, and Race here, that
Yep.
wonderful Ruination skin to try and catch
Yeah.
a couple of members left off guard. Sensu with an operator at hand, not the best weapon for a retake. You do see some miracles happen if you're
Placing swarm grenade.
Mardell, but Right now, might be better to
standing.
save
Revealing
after
area.
Raze will be shot down.
There
But
they
here's
are.
one thing
Oh
about
no.
Lasallians, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's a
Hindi
lot.
nagpapatalo ang Lasal. Green-white fight. Green-white. Hey, Sensu, get back. What are you doing? No, no, get there.
Silence.
Get, okay,
Oh,
run, run.
nice.
Wait
Nice,
for it,
nice.
wait for it. Oh, gets another pop into
Ooh.
David. My goodness.
Crispy.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is a Recticano Kina right on that play.
And at least they made it a bit more expensive for the side of Island Guard. Got
Yeah,
two. And it's
at least
really
got two.
nice.
Yeah, better than not getting any.
Yes. And I guess it will still be really stable for both sides of the teams. Love team will be onto their no, it's not the last buy. Training are still having a lot of money on up on his sleeve, like he can just make them rain. But at the same time, still pretty standard for both sides of the team, pretty equalized. At the same time, the operator present the hands of training art. I think he will try to make up on what happened to him earlier when he got surprised by the other jet as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the
let's
jet
see.
patchy. That was stressful.
Mhm.
You don't want to be in a position like that. But it
That's
happens. It's
scary.
Valorant. It's luck is a big factor, but apparently so is jump scares. Especially like, I've had my fair share of those when you're turning a corner, especially in a map
Oh
like Haven,
my.
where the corners are so small. There aren't that much long hallways. And then you turn a corner and there's someone there like, oh my god. Like right there. Like what
Oh,
Owen did. Exactly. Exactly right there. What Z Twist did.
right
You,
up
you
in
just
her
gotta scare them.
face.
Imagine just casually walking and then just spirit of a thing just engulfs your presence like, hello there. Like
Oh, hello there.
hello there. Like no please, not like
Beautiful face, isn't
this.
it?
This is my personal bubble. I
You
can't
should
want you to
run.
indicate it anymore. But oh my god, so it's gonna be Fix here. Getting that lockdown already imminent. Honda's Fury will be on its way to destroy that lockdown, however. And unfortunately, it won't be getting the lockdown out of the way. So wherever that was positioned was a really good play from Pix. I think it was on top of the box here in A-main. Really good
Spike
because
planted.
the Hunter's Fury on the side of Sensu missed it. That the Aldron will be tagging at least one here in A main. It's gonna be Shiv up against Z-Twiz, and it's gonna be the rest of the team to
Oh,
try
that's
and
a
take him
lot.
out before the focus is squawked, but he's still in it,
Remaining.
ladies and gentlemen. Manages to get 2K before falling down to Sensu. They fix, and Fix will also be getting a couple of kills, and it is
Scanning ahead.
Sensu once again natitira para sa side
There they
ng
are.
Love Team. And again, it's just flying bullets from the
Mhm.
side of Pylon Dioro. Mahilig sila mag-spray. Legit.
Yeah.
You know? I think
You're
my
the
friend clipped it earlier.
Last
The
round before the
I would
switch.
say little skirmish in A-main, that gigantic scuffle of a gunfight. You can literally hear nothing. The only thing you hear is the guns.
gunshots. Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. And
Oh my
man, that
god.
was that was really unfortunate for Love Team there. Kung tumuloy lang siguro sila sa site, they probably would have won the round, pero they were held back by Shiv eh.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. And she was
Get
really
out of my way.
doing
Scanning
well,
ahead.
not gonna lie. But I think it would be a different case this time around. I guess that would be the thing too. Like they would try to equalize things out because if they won the 4 consecutive rounds, then it will automatically be a 6-6 and a whole reset for the next half. And that is something that they would really want. But with the Blaze Storms now active in the hands of Jetpash, I hope he will be jump scared and he'll be the one who'll be inflicting those jump scares instead this time.
Oh, unfortunately, did manage to miss a couple of those shots from the Blazar. The Pix, however, will be hitting them down as well with sweet spot here over in mid, but will bow down. Fortunately, they were low on health. It is going to be a 4 versus 2 situation. However, our two defenders are stuck in Cubby. None of them are in the site. Oh, Training Art managed to catch a whiff of the pieces. Guns, right click, will not connect. Reese will be pushing in with that lockdown. That shock bolt will almost destroy it, but that Hunter Fury will definitely destroy it and almost kill Reese. Well, a perfect lineup would be good for him, but unfortunately,
Mhm.
Dayfix will be catching them off guard first.
Really
Switching
great
sides.
execution from Palom Diorum. Knowing that they have something that they have the capability to rush in into the sites with the double duelist lineup as well. They really should utilize that more. Not going to lie. At the same time, Sensuit is just really doing well with providing the team the rest of the information that they need, and as well as the place from the rest of the team just supporting each other and giving out those trees. And pretty standard actually. It's not something really flashy. It's just straight out of the textbook, like the other the terminologies that they use. But it's still now the second half, everything has been reset and we can start fresh at this point in time. But it's, I don't think that it would be the same thing when it comes to their morals and what they're feeling. It might be pretty mixed right now.
Yeah, I mean, Love Team did lead by a large deficit, and now it's 6-6. So
Mm-hmm.
good of Phylon Diorum for heeding to our advice as well. It's always good to head into the half where the score is somewhat reset to the start of the game, like 0-0. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone's econ is just reset as well. It's just everything for that fact. Jet
Oh.
Patchy, though, will be getting the opening pick onto
Lock in
Sensu,
sight.
who was attempting to flank here into a main that is going to be a Lear prompted over by Mark to try and catch anyone off guard. Picks will bow down here in Speedway as the rest of his teammates will be pushing in
Spike
over.
planted.
Lear
Deploying drone.
will be destroyed almost immediately after it's popped off. Mark will not be tagged to the advantage of Highland Diorum. It is Love Team so far. They have a pretty okay post-ban division. They're all inside of the site here.
Headshot.
It is going to be Jet Patchy with another pick, and will be almost getting a second there, but Twix will bow down to
player
Dayfix. Shiv will be catching Mark off guard, and Z-Twix will bow down to Jet Patchy, and that was a really
Ooh.
important play of skills from Jet Patchy. They're getting the first blood, and then just following through, especially with a ghost. I mean, this team definitely knows how to run around with that type of pistol.
Mm-hmm. And that is such a great retake from what we have witnessed. Like they just okay, let Jit Patchy go first since we're confident that he get the most frags despite being the only one there. And let's try to wait for him to come back with the information and finish it off from there. And as the guiding light has been utilized as well, it just really
Revealing
gave
area.
the remaining members from the love team the chill in their
Uy,
bones
grabe,
that
but
you
Mochi,
don't
hold
see
that
anything
thought. It
but
is going to be
oh.
a really quick push now from the side of our love team. And they almost made a full entry. Pero nahihirapan sila because they are stuck
Oh
in the dark
my.
cover. And from that spray down from Dayfix and Jet Patchy on that go, Setsu left by themselves. Tried to go for a jump shot, but missed. Oh man, they got choked
Okay.
there. I think the dark cover definitely did not
Yeah.
work in their favor, and they really should have just left at that point. It's hard if you don't have someone on your side that could potentially try and even peek into the site. Even Sova's Aldrone would have been efficient there, or even
Mm-hmm.
having Raze's bot. But I mean, man, if you don't have the utilities, don't force it.
Yeah. Do you think that that is like the curse of having only one duelist in your team,
Cover going out. Shadows.
or
I don't necessarily think it's a curse. You see compositions make it work. As long as you have an initiator ready at
mm-hmm.
bay, that is already a prime position for you and your team to get into the site. And obviously, duelists, the reason why they're there is because they make entry points and they get out of danger very quickly, and they reserve
Mm-hmm.
themselves to make sure that they will be ready to step up for the rest of their teammates. It's a common misconception to think that because you're a duelist, you have to be top frag. That
Ah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
the case.
No.
Some cases you have sentinels that top frag because of the way they defend the sites. Right now, Training Arc will be catching Dayfix off guard. A
Ooh.
really good shock vault as well to connect and get the assist on that play. And the Paranoia too, if I'm not mistaken. Shiv will be getting Training Arc, unfortunately. Will not catch him off guard. Jet Patchy has the knives out, though will be getting them out of the picture. Sensu down in mid-bottom will also bow out of this round. It is an even 3-4-3 battle. Jet Patchy is getting a little bit of assistance from Disease here with that regrowth, but that should be going to Pix if it could. Unfortunately, Pix is all the way in Garden, so they won't be able to heal him. Jetpachi
One
will
enemy remaining.
unfortunately not be quick on the trigger
Ooh.
there. Will bow out to Raze. Z-Pix as well getting a kill on the disease. It's up to Pix here to try and make his way. Will spot Raze, but
Aw.
not enough to finish off the job. And it is still Love Team here in the running to make this play. 78 is the score line, and they're not giving up. It's they messed up a little bit in the pistol rounds, but now they're back and they're fired up.
Mm-hmm. And I really like to comment on the fact that they just it's the play so far is just really stuck. Like they are doing things out of what is there, of course, but at the same time they don't put out any like fancy lineups or fancy like shots instead. But oh, I think that is
Grabe.
fancy. Never mind.
Grabe naman yarn. Jetpachi.
Mm-hmm.
Literally living up to the agent's name here. Namesake, might I
Jetpachi.
say. Still 4v5 na ang ating composition for this round. In favor still of Pylon Diorum and Jetpachi getting marked.
Ooh, what the?
Additionally, will try to get Z-Twist, but manages to just shroud and step out of danger. That Trailblazer, however, might have spotted a couple of our attackers in mid. Sensu will catch disease, and Jetpachi
Ooh.
will bow out of this one. Sensu getting that one tap in. Crazy play. Jetpachi didn't even shoot a bullet there. Shiv will bow down as
Shiv.
well. Take note, ladies and gentlemen, Love Team here. It's lamang ang Pylon Diorum in terms of health, but Love Team are still making work. Just one or two
30
hits from that
seconds
turret
left.
is it's gonna be punishing for them. They'll be out of this. So
Mhm.
they may have just a little bit of time to
Player
get out, but
standing.
unfortunately, they are forcing the B side. And yeah, not really surprised that they weren't able to follow through there.
Yep.
Might have been better to save. I mean, there's an operator right there, but well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Think that would be a drastic shift from what we've seen. And Pylon Jorum is just building up their confidence bit by bit. You know, the gap is now growing a bit more, and Jetpachi is just popping off, just like what we have seen the last game. And guess what? The operator is active in his hands too, and that might be I'd love team if ever they spotted him out with that, but I think he'll be backing out from that area too.
Oh my goodness, Sensu with the sheriff onto that operator. This man
Scary.
has a heart of steel. Z-Twist and Mark will bow out. Love Team is getting absolutely decimated yet again here in A main. Trailblazer on the way to get information. Unfortunately, will not catch anyone. Shockball as well. Chaining our thinking at the flank. It is not going to be working for them because Jetpachi is ready to take another hit here. Just a little showing of yourself. Racing, you are going to be shot down. And it is going to be Shiv and Jetpachi absolutely closing down A site and getting that flawless round up against Love Team. Dear, I know,
Oh
guys,
my.
I think you guys are drowning in their love at this point. It's, wow. Well, reference to the Backstreet Boys.
Too much love can kill you.
Not quite my tempo, but okay. If that makes you happy, go ahead. Wrong artist, but okay, it's fine. Anyways, back into
I'm
the
not
game.
mad.
Take
I'm
flight.
not even
Different
know
generation.
the
I get it.
songs
It's
too.
fine. It's okay. I didn't know the song. It would be
You
weird
should
if I didn't
run.
know who wrote that. Rest in peace, Ray Mercury. But
Yeah.
Training Arc will be bowing out. Trailblazer once again will be bowed. Paranoia will be getting fixed here. But really good of them to avoid that by heading into the dark cover. Disease will be getting marked as well. And again, it's just utilities popping left and right. Hunter's Fury will be trying to catch someone inside of a market here. The Apex already waiting for Sensu. Sensu, fortunately, hindi niya na-sense na may tao sa harapan niya here into the main. It is gonna be the Owl Drone tagging race. And Z-Twist na nga natitira mga kaibigan. It's gonna be a 1v4. Goes for spray down, but fortunately, the double peek from Pix will win that bout. And we hear the wonderful harmonic tune of our Sentinels of Light finisher.
You don't deserve
Yes,
my
sir. And I think I've witnessed this guy, Pikes. May nag-comment din kasi dito. Siya pala yung sumasayaw kanina. And I just love in coming out from... I just really love the energy coming out from Pikes. Kasi alam mo yung napaka-chill niyo lang dun sa laro. Like, sumasayaw pa siya. Nagano pa siya ng let's go. Gaganon-ganon pa siya sa camera. Parang alam mo yun, napaka good to have comrade lang siya sa team. Like, the hypening the energy up and putting your comrades' morale up all throughout the whole duration of the match. That
Cover
is
going
something na
out.
napakabihira sa isang player. And I really like
Cover
the fact
going
na
out.
meron siya nun. And I think that is one of the reasons why Paradise Jordan is really doing well right now. They're just playing this calmly and chill. Not really that pressured at all.
O nga, minsan gigil na gigil yung love team eh. Medyo spreading the love a little bit too
Mm-hmm.
erratically. Pero, I mean, it
Yep.
has worked for them a little bit earlier sa first half eh. I think they really let go of their lead for a little bit of a far stretch. And sayang din
Mm-hmm.
kasi they're leading by a large deficit at that, and now they are lagging by about 4. Jetpachi, unfortunately, will
Oh,
be missing that shot here into mid-top. As I say that, Sensu will be pushing in to Cubby, and Jetpachi already repositioned onto the
Shadows
outskirts of
traveling.
Marketplace here, and they fix ang ganda ng position niya to hit that Paranoia,
true.
but will be waiting
Scatter.
for probable backup. Throws the Paranoia, but gets blinded by their fellow
Mm-hmm.
teammate.
One enemy
And
remaining.
oh
Spike
dear,
down
ladies
mid.
Ooh.
and gentlemen, si Mark na lang
Oh
ang
30
natitira
my.
seconds
for
left.
display, and a really, really good defense from Pyro Diorum, and Jetpachi finally
Sheesh.
making bawi that missed operator shot from early on. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going
Match
to be
point.
match points for Pylon Diorum. They came back from a deficit, a large one at that, and now they are
Yeah.
here. 7-12 is the score, and we've seen this in our game one. The score was also 7-13. Well, not really quite sure if there's a trend among our players right
Mm-hmm.
now. Guys, what's going on? 7-13. Hello,
Yeah.
is there something going on
Pretty
with
similar.
this with these
Mm-hmm.
numbers? It's literally the score of the last game. I mean, hello, copycat, not literally, please.
Yeah, the scores are just really the same thing over again. But I wonder if Love Team will be breaking that just in a short while, seeing that they have 5 rounds to catch up. I think that should build up the fact that we need to do more rather than what we have seen earlier. But ooh,
We got an
Jetpachi.
off-cam kill here, unfortunately, for the side of
Oh
Love Team.
no.
And Jetpachi, ooh, almost gets that shot. Oh, actually got Sensu in the
Ooh.
leg there. Almost did.
A lot of
Turns their
damage.
back. Oh my goodness, you have to be careful, Jetpachi. You always have to look behind you, and yun na nga, Sensu will be catching them off guard with that Guardian training arc as well. With the Guardian, ladies and gentlemen, it is flying rifles right now. And it is going to be back to a quiet game. Unfortunately for Mark, will bow out of this round, and it's critical for Love Team to win it, because they lose this one, you're going to be bowing out of the Campus Play Season 3 University Alliance Cup. 3v3 is
Mm-hmm.
still our scoreline. It's gonna be a really close battle. Sensu is low on health, but Sensu actually has an operator
30
at hand.
seconds
We
left.
know how deadly he can be
Spike
with
planted.
that weapon. We'll be taking out that out drone, repositioning inside of the site. I love the movement. We see that Rickbot is destroyed almost immediately as it was popped into. Z Twins playing quite aggressive here. Gets one. Fortunately, fails to get the
Last
second.
player
Ooh.
And it
standing.
is going to be a back-to-back here. But unfortunately for
Ooh.
Love Team, it is going to be
What?
Dayfix winning it. And GG's are rolling out in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to
Wow.
Pylon
The spike
Diorum.
is diffused.
You are moving
Defenders
forward
win.
in our
Hold on to
losers
this moment.
bracket.
Can't stop here.
Mm-hmm. And wow. Grabe yun, Phantom Theorem. I really thought that it would be the really big round for Love Team. Kasi they got in the site already and they haven't been able to the past few rounds. But at the same time, parang, alam mo yon, alam ni Jetpachi ginagawa niya and the rest of the other teammates, like with the last, that Omen just finishing the job na, sige, I can do this. 3 kills in a row. Mwah, really satisfying. And I think that deserves, yeah, a replay and defies. Well played, man. And I guess they didn't want to lengthen up the game any further because yeah, if we got the win, we'll do it as fast as we could. and they didn't even give any chance for Love Team to come back. But it's still at the same time, Love Team is really commendable in the first half, and they really did well when it comes to their coordination when they're still the defenders. And I really love how the behavior goes and how they play with each other always. Like the buddy system is really prevalent with the Love Team as well in the first half, but sadly, I think they been shaken up by the second half. So I guess that is something that we should give props to Pylon Jorum too.
I know. I mean, somehow buddy buddy system for love team. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally in their names. We're all in this together.
Together.
I guess that's the motto. One
Mm-hmm.
lasal, all lasal. But regardless,
That is cute.
it was a GGWP to them. Really happy to what they have brought for us. I know that they're a fresh organization and they have been recognized by the school, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully they are, because as an alliance member, really proud to see them stepping out
That's
there.
nice.
Personally, I know um, one of the admins for Recticano Esports is their formal name, so really happy to see them showing
Oh.
off